Jennifer lives a humble and sheltered life. She gets caught up in her routine of working at home, going to church, and looking after her children. Her quiet existence unraveled in a matter of months last year. She says she unknowingly became involved in human trafficking when she met a man and got married. Her story starts in February 2010, when she was asked by one of her brothers to meet a girl from the Dominican Republic who he was interested in and had been introduced to. It was a meeting Jennifer would never forget. There she met two Colombian men who were business friends of her brother. The Colombians were the ones that introduced her brother to the girl from the Dominican Republic. Jennifer said she would later learn the details of that arrangement. Her brother would have to pay the Colombians $30,000 if he got married to the girl from the DR. However, for reasons unknown to Jennifer, the girl left Trinidad. Her brother paid for her return to the DR. One of the Colombians at that meeting with the girl from the DR caught Jennifer's eye. They started dating, and being a devout Christian, she insisted they get married. And they were married 6 weeks later. Jennifer said she was finally happy. Her relationship with her new husband, Jose, was everything she wanted. Meanwhile, her brother-in-law was making arrangements for her brother to meet a second girl. Jennifer said her brother was shown a girl on the internet by her brother-in-law. That girl was from Colombia. Jennifer's brother paid for her to come to Trinidad. When she got here, Jennifer said her brother told her the Colombian girl and his Colombian matchmaker business partner friend were always arguing over money. That girl left and returned home as well a short time later. While all this was happening, Jose, Jennifer's husband, was in and out of the country, spending up to a month in Colombia at a time. In April, Jennifer says her husband made a startling confession to her.
When we got married in late March, and sometime in April, my husband had said to me that at one time he and his brother were pimpers, and they used to take the girls to have sex with like businessmen and so on, and they were the one who used to collect the money, not the girls. And the look on my face at that time when he told me that, he said to me then that that was things that he used to do, but he don't want to do things like that anymore, and he want to change his life.
Jennifer's husband told her they used to keep the girls in a house in Las Lomas. We visited the house. No one was at home. The room downstairs where Jose said the girls were kept was about 4 feet by 5 feet. Call it naivety, but Jennifer believed her husband had left his bad ways in the past. She was wrong. In May last year, Jennifer recalls her brother was introduced to another girl, this time from Colombia, and again through the internet. Again, her brother paid to bring the girl to Trinidad. However, when the third Colombian girl arrived, she told Jennifer's brother she had kids back home. Her brother told her he was not interested in a woman with children and she would have to leave. Jennifer says sometime during that week, she was told the girl went missing from the house in Arima where she had been living in, paid for by her brother. As it turns out, she wasn't really missing.
She contacted my brother-in-law over the weekend and told him to come for her. Otherwise, she will go to the authorities, which was immigration and the police, because my brother-in-law at that time was 4 years in Trinidad illegal. So he made arrangements to go for her, but he told her not to habla. Habla is to talk. And when they got her, then my relative asked me a favor to keep her at my home so that she would be safe by me. So she did come and stay at my home, and when she stayed at my home from the following week, she stayed for approximately 9 days at my home. The person who actually took her when she went missing was my brother-in-law, and she explained to me after she stayed for 8 days and she was going back on the 9th day to Colombia, she explained to me on the 8th day that is my brother-in-law took her and sell her to a prostitute house in Cuba. She said that he sold her for $4,000 TT. And she said to me that he burned her passport.
After the 9 days at Jennifer's home, she and her brother took the girl to the airport and saw her off to the international departure gates. Join us tomorrow when we continue Jennifer's story and hear of a fourth girl who her husband brought in and Jennifer believes is now missing.